So now I want to give you a reminder of what we learned. So now let me teach you. This is another thing you need to learn: how to solo a song. How to solo a song. For example, you want to solo a song. You've never solo. You want to solo a song. There's a principle that guides how to solo a song. There's a principle. For example, well, let's do this song. Let's do this song. I just want to say. I just, for example. Now, I just play. I just want to say. Now, for the first time, if you want to solo this song and you don't know how to solo it, what will you do? How did they get? How did they solo song? Does the song just arise in somebody's mind, or you just know it? It's not as if you just know it. Let me teach you a principle on how to get. If you want to know how to solo a song very well, you know. Now, there are many principles that guides this thing actually. There's no a particular principle. Before you can know how to solo a song, it's either I have taught this thing, I remember teaching this thing in the previous video. You can go watch the previous video. It's either you have already practiced the song by yourself. Like this one, I have already practiced myself before. I already know this thing a long time ago. I already practiced it. I came together and I wrote tony sofa, I wrote different tony sofa. I wrote sofa notation of different songs. Do you get? Sofa notation of different songs. I wrote like more than 50. So I know them off heart. That was years ago. And then I started knowing. Then I was just new to the keyboard. I wrote like 50 to 70 songs off heart. I can give you more than any song you give me now. It's not going to be hard for me to get it to so far because I've already tuned my ear by getting the notes. That is one. That is number one principle. Number two principle is you have to know You have to know the notes. You have to know how to harmonize or know your notes. Your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You must be conversant with your notes. I don't know if you get me. You must be very conversant with your notes. Your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Every morning, if you wake up, this will help you in voice training too. As a pianist or as a musician, you're supposed to know how to train your voice or train other people. The reason why you should get familiar with the notes is because the notes or the sound need to get registered in your mind, in your head. Once it get registered in your head, if they give you any song to play or to get the tunes off, you will not find it difficult. Do you understand? I've given principle number one. This is principle number two. For example, they told you to find the song Ibare Jesu Ibare Baba. Now, how are you going to get it? How are you going to get it? First of all, is by knowing the sound first. Early morning, in the morning, if you wake, if I know every morning, before you play your keyboard or if you're not doing anything at all, let this sound be ringing in your head. Be saying it out. Say it out. You know it by saying it out. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You use the note to play. You have to be conversant with the notes and the sound. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi. You have to be conversant with the sound. Use it to play. Every time you keep saying it. When we were learning then, they told us they will blindfold our eyes or we'll back the keyboard. They will press a note or a sound in the keyboard. Then they will tell us what note is that. Then we will get the notes. Right? Because our ear were already tuned. If your ear is tuned to the sound, when somebody is playing off key or somebody is doing something, you will know because you have tuned your ear. Do you understand? So on your own, you can be saying the sound. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. You can be saying it 1,000 times a day. I'm not saying you should say it so that it will play up to use it to just say to saying you are saying it to memorize it in your head, to register the sound in your head. So that when somebody sings, you were able to identify the notes the person is singing. If it's do re do re mi, do ti la re so mi. So all these notes is what we use to form song. All the tones so far. All this do re mi fa so la. So it's all these things that somebody used to form song. For example, now, if you know this sound of music, this sound of music is when you know the note to sing.